Hey guys, Chris here with Headlight Revolution, and I'm bringing you another RAM install video. Today we're doing the Morimoto XB LED fog lights. The cool part about these is not only do you get a huge style upgrade on the front of your truck with the blacked out housing and the LED fog light, but you get a tremendous amount of light output upgrade as well. So let's get the install started, and I'll show you what these look like against the wall. Alright, now you don't need to have a lift and you don't need to put the truck all the way in the air to do this install. Quite the opposite, you can do it in your driveway, no problem. There's 3 bolts, they're 10mm bolts. As soon as those are undone and your wiring harness is disconnected, the thing pretty much falls right out. So, I'm going to show you where the bolts are at, I'm going to show you how to get this thing out of here. These are the 3 bolts I was telling you about. There's one right here, and one right here. So you can see that whole bracket shifted down. Now, unplug the wiring to your fog light, like so. And you can pull the whole fog light bracket right out of the truck. There it is. Now you really don't need much for tools when it comes to replacing this fog light. A pair of channel locks and a pry tool is really going to get you as far as you need to go. The first step is to squeeze the tabs on each of these plastic round fittings here and push at the same time. You'll be able to push it through the middle bracket like that. There's the first one. The second one is down here. Squeeze it in. Just like so. Like that. Now, the only thing we need from this fog light is this adjusting mechanism right here. Turn that counterclockwise and remove it. Now, when you get this install done, you will have to aim your Morimoto fog lights. They have a pretty distinct cutoff line, and if you have them off even a little bit, it's going to drive you crazy. So, plan on that ahead of time. You need this black plastic piece, so go ahead and take a smaller channel lock, squeeze that together and push it through like so. Now before I forget, you need these guys off of this. The easiest way to take them off is with a pry tool. Now I recommend doing this in a clean area because the first time I did it, when I pried these off, they shot off and I had to spend like 2 minutes looking for where it went. But you can get under it and pry it off of there like so. I was smart this time and I pointed it toward the bench. Last time I just shot it across the shop. Now we can finally set our fog light off to the side. Grab your new Morimoto fog light, and the first step is to install these plastic pieces we just pried off. And they go back on the same way the old ones came off. Just press them on, they'll click into place. And they go onto those black plastic nubs on the top of the fog light. Take your black adjuster piece here and press it into the bottom square right there. Thread your adjuster in. I went until I saw about 1/4 inch of thread coming out of the back. That's about where the stock one was. Now, these will not line up where the stock ones were to begin with, but at least we'll be closer. Take your factory fog light bracket, press these plastic pieces into the holes. We're just doing the opposite of what we did to remove the factory one. Look at that. Now the last thing you need to do before you install this in the truck is pin the connector. This is what the connector looks like, and you can tell the top of the connector because it has this little pin on the top, this little retainer for the 2 plugs to connect together with. Take your red wire and put it in this slot. On the left, you'll hear it click. Take the black wire and install it like so. Should look like that. Now we can put this back in the truck. Putting it back together is the same way it came apart. Take your fog light assembly and install it into the fog light hole like so. Make sure you don't pinch any wiring. On the passenger side, you really don't have to worry about the wiring too much. It's not in the way. on the driver's side, it can fall into the way. Line up your bolt holes and just get those started by hand. The nice part about using the factory bracket the way Morimoto does is it's a guaranteed fit. You know everything's going to fit together nice, it's going to look proper in the truck. There's no guesswork, there's no enlarging any holes or anything like that. One more time, we've got these 3 bolts that we just tighten back up. Start them by hand to get everything in place and give them the final tighten. Now take your factory plug and connect it to the Morimoto harness, like so. Fog lights are designed specifically to illuminate the road. They're designed to show you what exactly is on the road when it's raining, snowing, sleeting, anything like that, in environments where your headlights aren't that useful. Now the stock fog lights on this particular truck, as you can see, are flooding the wall with light in very fragmented and kind of all over the place directions. That's not at all what you want. Your headlights are for your distance lighting. These things are kind of up in the air, they're down on the ground, very inconsistent. Now if you look at the Morimoto fog lights, you see a very distinct strip of bright light along the ground, and that's exactly what you want in a fog light. It's very intense. It's going to illuminate any obstacles that you might encounter, any potholes, any potential obstacles that you might run over with your vehicle, and that is the entire point of a fog light, to show you what's in front of the vehicle at the very ground level. As you can see, it doesn't come off the ground very high, and of course you can aim these however you want with that factory aiming screw that I showed you in the install video. Look at this thing, man. You don't want this in your truck. Those Morimoto XB LED fog lights look way cooler. As you can see on the wall, they're way brighter. This is what you want. Now, you can find products like that, not like this, and just about everything else under the sun for these trucks on our website, www.headlightrevolution.com. Thank you for watching.